Hey everyone, how you doing? My name is Robert. You're watching Medicare 101 with Robert. And what we're going to go over is just the importance of having an insurance agent versus not. Okay, so we're going to use me as an independent agent, for example, in this scenario. So stay tuned. As always, we have tons of cool stuff coming up for you. Okay, so thank you for joining me again. My name is Robert, and what we're going to go over is just kind of why it's important to have an agent versus not have an agent. And I really just ask people this: would you rather call me or text me or email me and me give you a direct answer sooner than later than call a 1-800 number and stay on the line for 40 minutes trying to talk to somebody who has no idea who you are? And where you're coming from? A lot of people, 9 out of 10 people at least, would say that they would rather have an agent, a competent agent, who will be there to help them when they need the help. So the benefit to having an agent is, one, make sure they're competent. You don't want someone who doesn't answer their phone or doesn't know what they're talking about. Two, it makes sense to have one because if you've got a competent agent, they should be looking over your back. And what I mean by that is that, for me, for example, every year with my Medicare Advantage people, and we have the AEP annual election period, annual enrollment period, whatever you want to call it, that goes on from October 14th till December 7th. But really what I'm getting at is, when that time comes, if there are any changes that need to be addressed, I call throughout my book of business and I let them know what's going on, good or bad. I let them know that, hey, the benefits are getting better. If you were looking for something dental wise, this policy is now carrying $1,000 in dental. So when 2000, well, I should just say when the next year gets here and your plan starts, you should look at, if that's of interest to you, taking advantage of the extra benefits that are coming with the new plan for the new year. So that's something that an agent should do to maintain his book of business and to treat the clients right, to make sure that you guys are getting the best policy that fits your needs. So obviously, I'm saying this right now as an independent agent who makes his money off of sales and commission. You should have an agent, whether it's me or not. I'd love to have your business and be your agent, but I do understand the reality is I'm not going to get everyone who watches or is watching this at this moment. I'm just not going to get everyone's business, and that's fine. That's just the way the world works. I get it. If you don't want to do business with me, that's your fault, your problem. Psh, not mine. But anyway, I digress. So what I'm trying to say is, you need an agent, whether it's me or someone else. You want that agent to be your sidekick in insurance and to give you the answers that you need and to give you the service that you need. Another great benefit to having an agent, specifically an independent agent, is because if there is an issue, like let's say you've got a Medicare supplement, and with that Medicare supplement, let's say you have a rate increase, and we all know that every year our Medicare supplements go up, right? Okay, so every year they go up, you have a rate increase. Wouldn't you like the option to call someone and say, hey, I just had this rate increase, would you mind looking at plans for me? Or would you rather have an agent that will call you and say, hey, you just had a rate increase, let's look at some different options? Trust me, either one isn't bad, but you want the one that's going to be proactive. And that's very important. And it's important that they're independent. I can't stress this enough. Independent agents have the ability to look at multiple carriers and see what would provide the best benefit for the client. If someone is captive, they can only deal with what's in their pot, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it does mean their hands are tied to a certain degree. With an independent agent, the hands are not tied. They can figure out what it is you need and likely find it. So here's how my agency works. When you become a member, what I do is I contact you once every year just to make sure that everything's going fine. Okay? If we got any questions, we can address them. Obviously, you're going to have my cell phone, you're going to have my email, you're going to have my Facebook, you're going to have these videos and all that good stuff. So you're going to know how to get a hold of me. But what I will do proactively for you is check in once a year, and that's typically around your birthday. And then other than that, I'm going to check in during the annual enrollment period or prior to it. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm giving everyone a heads up for what's coming in regards to what I want to talk to them about. I want to get within this annual enrollment period to go over their benefits, to make sure they're getting the best out of their insurance policy. So when I call someone and we have that conversation, 9 out of 10 times it's something they're open to because they may be having an issue with their policy, or they may have been thinking about shopping that time of year, or they may just shop that time of year because that's when seniors are geared to shop, is the annual enrollment period. Alright, hey, thanks for listening to me. Again, my name's Robert. Follow me on Facebook, like my Facebook page, check out my YouTube, check out my Instagram, which will be up tomorrow. Check out